Hello and welcome to Garblag Games. Tonight we have episode 2 of Grimhulk, our latest Dodeca RPG. And what is Dodeca, you may ask? Well, it's my game. It's here. It's done. It's going out. It is slowly. I'm sending it in batches because when I went to the post office, the clerk there looked at me with hatred in their eyes as I had a big stack of things. Now with all the customs stickers that have to go on stuff, etc. So they're going out. And tonight we're playing the second episode of Grimhulk. We had a bit of a gap last week. A couple of people couldn't make it, so we had an impromptu dungeon quest session. But tonight we're back with our wonderful adventure, and we're going to go round, before we do a little catch up on last time, we're going to go around and people are going to tell us who they are and who they're playing. And we shall begin with Ben.
Hello, I'm Ben. I only have 8.4k groats and it's really weird and uncomfortable. I'm playing Korush and I was born of prophecy and portent. I trust a greater power. The world taught me the old ways. People call me a believer and I seek ultimate power. I'm a weird, creepy psychic kid.
Very you creepy. Are indeed.
I'm playing a weird, creepy psychic kid as well.
Excellent, great. And Josh, who are you?
I am playing the mighty Jefflon Muskerberg. I think, and I was born in another time. I trust coin and coin alone. The world taught me forewarned is forearmed. People call me a survivor, and I seek a better life. I am a deep frozen billionaire from the past.
Who all the others believe is some sort of long lost ancestor who has strange powers.
Yes.
And you were in fact doing amazing feats of ingenuity and dexterousness, but we'll go into that in the recap in a minute. Just below Josh on the screen, we have Aaron. How are you doing, Aaron?
I am doing good. Thank you for asking. So I am playing Harrison Jax. I was born in blood and flame. I trust not, but steel. The world taught me to live by my wits. People call me a delver. I seek revenge. So Harrison Jax was from further out towards the skin of the Space Hulk, and he and his tribe were hunted and chased through the Space Hulk until he was the last surviving member of his family clan. Then he met two other individuals who promised to protect him, save him, to teach him the ways of the civilization of the Space Hulk, and took him on a mission where they were going to great wealth. And they did succeed, but then they double-crossed him and left him for dead. So he's found new friends to help him hunt these bastards down and put them in the ground.
Friends? Are they friends?
I mean, Korush scares the crap out of them. There's no doubt about that.
That's brilliant. Okay, cool. And next we have the reprogrammed killer bot. Hey, James, how you doing?
I am great. I was asleep about 2 minutes before we started streaming, so that was great.
Great.
I woke up and I saw my phone and was like, Dodeca! Went to my computer. That was interesting. But I'm good. I am playing Ed 210, one better than Ed 209. So my legend is I was born of iron and steel. I trust my own two hands. The world taught me to prey on the weak, and people call me a hunter, and I seek a noble end. I am a reprogrammed killer bot from the far future, bashed on the head with a giant spanner by a space dwarf played by mine, who is now helping people fight against robots. It's me.
Excellent. And speaking of our space dwarf, how are you doing, Martin?
Good, thank you. I'm Martin. I'm playing Grimjaw Shipwright. I was born beneath the earth. I trust what I can see before me. The world taught me that hard work pays off. People call me a veteran, and I seek a worthy opponent. And I am said space dwarf who smacked Ed 210 in the side of the head. I also pretty sure that you are the ancestor of war, and I am following you because you have proven yourself in great in battle.
Yes.
Deluding myself completely.
The magic boombox.
I'm looking
All
for the
makeup.
source of these problems. I want to kill the whatever's causing these problems and making them to fix the ship every 2 minutes.
Yes, and you are all on board the Grimhulk, which is a planet-sized, decaying, rusting, archaic vessel, or more a combination of probably millions of vessels and asteroids and rocks and all kinds of other facilities. It's a mixture of rock and technology, and within it there are many layers and many kind of regions, different kind of political factions dotted around, beasts, monsters, sludge layers, lakes of shit, and everything in between. Nothing seems to really work anymore, and everyone is dreaming of this ancient past and hoping that someone, Jefflon, we're looking at you, someone will come and save us from this horrible world. And there are the interlopers who are out there breaching the fabric of reality and killing people across all the star systems of the universe, and everyone is fleeing here to the Grimhulk to try and hide. But even here, no one's safe. There are killer robots, there are vicious necro-monkeys, and all kinds of horrible gribblies that are just trying to kill everybody all the time. And people are so assailed by horrible beasts that the last thing they want to do, they just want to stand and fight and die on their feet. And this is the world that you guys live in. It's grim, it's dark, it's Dodeca. Let's go.
It's grim. It's grim dark.
So,
Previously on Dodeca.
the party had found Jefflon Muskerberg, the ancestor, inside some sort of stasis chamber, cryostasis, and managed to get him out safely whilst purloining a couple of power cells and finding some strange graffiti about the Hole Maker. And you heard coming from the corridor after defeating the rat lizards or necromonkeys, depending on how you see them. You've heard someone from the Ratkin, which is one of the groups in this area that Korush is aware of. Korush lived in the Lake of Shit, wasn't it? The Lake of Shit, I think we called it.
Near Lake of Shit,
Oh,
not
near
say in Lake of Shit. It's Lake of Shit.
Like a
Nice
shit
people
type
not
beer.
live in Lake.
Shit's Jason.
So you'd gone there, found this guy from the Ratkin whose name was Grub. He said he was farming the rats for various different things: their skins, their tails, their intestines, and their shit. And there was a discussion about the value of rat shit in today's economy. And I believe Jefflon Muskerberg was very interested in gathering as much rat shit as possible to trade it for weapons or wood. And Korush informed him, no, you trade it for drugs. And he was very excited about that. And the Ratkin went away. And then you had kind of three choices: either go through the Lake of Shit, go towards the Fisher Clan, or go through the Ratkin caves. And Korush advised you all to go towards the Fisher Clan, who worship their holy cylinders. This is the only thing that the rest of you have really heard about these people. And obviously,
asshole.
and that.
This too.
And you'd gone through a slightly trapped area and met a traveler on the way, and she had kind of you'd kept each other at arm's length, done a little bit of trade. She'd gone on her way. Clearly, she'd been part of a bigger group and no more. And you moved on towards the Fisher Clan area. And we ended up, I must say, though, however, Jefflon Muskerberg's tactics in the combat were fantastic. Never have I seen a 10-foot pole used in such an ingenious way. That and an all-weather garment created a very effective ghost, I
I got
believe.
4 left. I got 4
Dang.
balls left.
You gave her one, didn't you? You gave her one. Yeah. But you
Yeah,
dangling out
that's
the
called an
door.
investment. Like,
So we ended with you coming towards an entranceway, and you'd heard someone from the darkness. There was kind of paintings and murals on the wall of fish-headed people eating rat-headed people with tails. And you think this was not a literal thing, but sort of a diorama of one of the great battles between the Fisher clan and the Ratkin. And you surmise that you're approaching Fisher clan territory. And this was confirmed when you heard from the darkness, glub, glub. And Teflon had responded, glub. And then there was a bit of shouting, glub, 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 glub. And as you're all standing there in this kind of darkened room, you've got your lamps on, you've got a bit of light filling the area. You hear someone sort of run away from you. You can hear their footsteps sort of getting quieter. And then you can hear, this is through a doorway, sort of an open doorway, but you can't really see into the room. It's kind of almost like you'd have to turn right to go into the doorway. And then you can hear a kind of noise, which you all kind of recognize as those kind of round valve door handles, like on a submarine kind of thing. And someone is clearly opening or closing a very big door in that chamber. It's not far away from you, but you can hear there's movement and someone in there.
Well, it sounds like they rolled out the red carpet. Who's coming?
You
Quick
try
run.
ancestor.
They will close door and not let us in.
All right, well, then we better hustle, hey?
Okay.
Let's go.
So you're going to head over towards the door.
Yes.
As you kind of get near to the doorway, you can see a figure standing in the room facing the doorway, and another one who is kind of seems to be opening a large door and like slowly it's big and heavy and slowly pulling it open. The person to the left is wearing huge waders, which are massively patched and made of various different types of rubber that's all kind of melted together rather than stitched or anything, because obviously that wouldn't be watertight, with huge straps with kind of spikes coming off them, a nice hat, and has some sort of weaponized fishing rod in their hand, which looks like instead of like a line and a hook, it has a steel cable and a sharp blade on the end, and a small reel for the cable, and he's kind of holding it there, and he's kind of waves up a hand. Wait.
All right. I would like to turn to Korush and be like, fish people. Now I get it, right?
Oh, you thought they were actual fishmans?
It's like the drawings, right?
No, fishman is mans. Like fish. Okay. Eat fish. Fish.
Got it.
Have you got any fish? Where did you get them? Did you steal them?
No, we got some rat shit.
Hey, fish asshole. This man ancient won't go upstairs. These great warriors lead him.
Yeah. Pull the other line. Wait, Chond, get in there. Tell them we have visitors. Come.
No, for real, is ancient of war will kill you dead with bang.
Well, I don't think we're going to kill anyone unless someone tries to kill us. Korush, I think.
No fighting. No fight.
Okay, no fight.
He kind of comes forward. He steps forward and he's like to the doorway so that he can kind of see all of you. He's kind of poking his head there now. And he's like, why are you walking with one of the killers? He points at Ed 210.
Oh, him? He's a mobile vending machine. Ed, do the thing.
I would like to try and dispense something. I'm just gonna clench really hard.
That's like a ride roll to me.
Let's have a ride roll. Oh my god.
Right. I think my ride's pretty good actually. It's vigor, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I've got a vigor of 5. So I get 5 dice to hit an 11.
You clench vigorously.
I got 3 11s.
Wow.
4 and a 6.
Wow.
The 3 successes. A kind of phantom pops out from somewhere.
And he can do that all
That's a-
night.
a can of Nuka-Cola pops
There we
out of
go.
your.
There is a small surprised look on Ed's face. He's like, I guess it worked.
What is that? He says.
A gift. And I'm going to pick it up and hand it to him. It's
As you come towards him with your big metallic hand,
Yeah.
To give it to him, you can see there's a visible shake in his hand. You're not a killer then. You're not one of the killers.
I look at him and says, yes, I have killed many men and will kill again.
There's a killer. There's a killer. There's a steel killer.
He's not
But
going
I
to kill
will-
you.
But I will not kill you. I am helping now. This is I
Oh,
am
the last time the steel killers came, they killed everybody in Tube 4.
and he says, Tube 4. It was a good day for death.
Let's kill it, right?
But now, no more killing. Only dispensing of fine carbonated beverage. I'm going to crush the can a little bit so it pops open.
Do again.
Only one in chamber. Give time.
First one is free. Others will cost you something. Huh?
The tsh, tsh, tsh. Do again. He seems to be really obsessed with the little fizz of the ring pull.
I have no other cans, but should I find them, I will. And I kind of look around and says, if you have a water vessel, I do have a carbonation pod in one of my many artifice chambers.
Oh,
I
we
can
have-
carbonate. I'm going to kind of put my
A
arm
water
in the
vessel.
water, and I assume that the floor is like wet and full of water. I'm just going to put my arm into the water and just blast CO2 so it just bubbles like a jacuzzi, like
Wow.
carbonation.
Only the holy cylinders have produced the the water air. The water air. That is the holy cylinders produce the water air. Well, they did. Yeah, this is a sign. And you, he points at Korush. You, why I see your face before.
No, you not see my face. You recognize my people face. My people face of Lake
No,
of
I've seen
Shipmud.
your hair.
What, this one? Or this one? Or this one?
He leans over and touches one hair. That one. No. And while he's talking, the other guy comes back, and he's like, he's got a harpoon gun, and he kind of steps up, and he's in these kind of big waders, thick boots, and you can see on his boots there is fresh algae. You think? He's kind of like they will see him. They will see him. Agnatha has allowed it. And the first guy turns around and says, it is a lucky day for you. There is a need within. Otherwise we do not let in those from without.
Without what?
Without fish.
Ah, but
Mm.
Ancient One has rat shit in a bag. Wants to trade
Yeah.
for drugs.
We're gonna do a deal. It's gonna be the finest deal you've ever seen. Let me tell you about deals. I know how to do a deal. This deal is gonna be such a deal that you're gonna be like, whoa, what a deal. What a great deal. You're gonna be
And-
happy. I'm gonna be happy.
And rat shit can then be used for make new drugs.
What?
Harrison looks at Korush and he looks at Jefflon. He's like, I just want to get upstairs. Okay. I don't care about any of these other deals. This ancestor is going to help get me upstairs. So
Yes, we get upstairs, and then
you
we
want to
take
go? You want to
bus.
see the fungoids then?
yes, I suppose that's the case.
That's through here. You need to come through, or you go. Do not go through the Ratkin caverns. They are filthy scum, and we will finally one day rid the caverns of their filth.
Well, it's lucky we're here because we got just the thing for that. We got to do this deal. Let me tell you.
Well, Agnatha does all deals. She is wise in the ways of the holy cylinders. Please, there is a ceremony going in, so please do not disturb. I will bless you with the algae before you enter, says the other one, whose name is Chond, you remember. And he leads you in. The other guy with the fishing rod, weaponized fishing rod, kind of stays by the entrance. And you all go in to like a kind of metal chamber, closes the door with the big wheel, closes it up. Have any of you had the blessings of viewing the holy cylinders before?
I say that I have.
Well, then you shall bear witness to these beautiful sacred chambers here. And he reaches over, and there's like a tub of like algae or green mulch in, you don't know, it could be like spinach salad dressing or something. And he kind of sticks his thumb in it, and he sticks it on his front teeth like that. And then he comes over to Korush with his thumb, and he offers it towards your mouth. Take the blessing of the holy cylinders before we enter. And
I will pick up one of the bones off my chest and kind of rub it on his thumb.
Okay, cool.
He
goes up.
Ancestors protect.
He gets some more, and he goes over to Jefflon. Take the blessing of the holy cylinders, and he rubs it on your teeth. It's pretty gross. He goes over to Harrison Jacks with his thumb out.
Harrison looks at him. He's like, "Is this the only way I'm getting through here?"
This is what must be done to enter the holy cylinders.
He's like, "All right."
He rubs the thing.
See, and you say I am strange for wearing necklace of human teeth.
He gets some more algae, and he kind of goes over to Ed 210, and he's like,
I grin like a full metal sharp pointy spin. Like,
his kind of shaking thumb goes into the mouth and like brushes like a metal tooth, and then pulls his hand out.
yeah, probably bleeds from the like razor sharp.
Yeah.
Like,
And then because you're like dangerous, aren't you? You're like hurt just by touching.
yeah, I've got offensive.
It's like,
yeah.
And he goes like, the algae will heal. And but he gets his other thumb, and he goes over to Grimjaw, and it offers it up.
As the ancestor, and brush all my teeth like,
Yeah. It's
I bet
pretty.
Grimjaw's missing a few in there, isn't he?
Yeah.
I feel like
He
He's got his nice
locates
grin
the
with the
nearest
big
tooth
gap.
to the front two, and then goes onto it. And he says, welcome. Hello, you may enter the holy cylinders. And he goes over, and there's another door at the other side of the room, and he's like, and when he swings it open, inside there is when you go to an aquarium and there's like a underwater tunnel style thing.
Yeah.
It looks like that, except it kind of is oval in shape, in vertical cross section, and through the center there is a metal grill walkway, so that it doesn't touch the bottom of the tunnel, this oval tunnel, but it's mounted in it. And as you go in, you can see that you are inside some sort of vast water chamber, and the other side of this looks really thick glass or some kind of transparent aluminum. You're not sure, and it's heavily encrusted with algae and filth and dirt. So that it's not like a beautiful aquarium of wonderful things. It's like grimy and grotty, and like, you can kind of see in there that there's movement, but yeah, not quite fully greenified as that there, but it's kind of halfway. And this tunnel goes forward, and the metal walkway continues, but the tunnel doesn't, and it kind of opens out into a vast chamber, and you go in, and you can see that this was clearly some sort of ancient, ridiculously expensive aquarium built by someone a very long time ago, or some kind of weird water life breeding chamber. And this walkway goes through the center of the chamber and enters another small tunnel at the other end, which again looks like an aquarium walk-through tunnel. And this huge chamber you're in is all this glass, and you can see it's all kind of got all the algae and all the mold and all the stuff on the interior, but you can get the sense that there's like seaweed or kelp or stuff, like big fronds of plants drifting in the darkness behind it, or something moving in the darkness behind it. And as you look down, you can see that there's actually a water surface. There must be some weird technology system going on, some sort of power system keeping things, or pressure system keeping things, keeping water out of the room. And you can see at the bottom that there are like little spouts and things of little pipes that are coming away and embedded in the glass that go off somewhere. And the water, little bits of water are coming out, bubbling water at the bottom. And built into the walls, kind of like bolted into this glass, there are walkways, and there's kind of like a village of containers, corrugated steel, that all that kind of prefab stuff, all kind of up around the interior curve of this thing. And there are a couple of walkways that come down on this side of the chamber to this big central walkway across the room, and some at the far end. So you can get up into this kind of village. There are a couple of walkways that go across. They don't look as well constructed as this major walkway. They look a bit ramshackle. And as you approach, you can see there is a woman. She's not wearing waders. She's wearing a really good pair of wellies, though. And there are a collection of people who are all in what look a bit like old bathing suits, like neck to mid-thigh kind of bathing suits. And they're all standing in a line on the edges of this big walkway, which has no railings. And this woman is walking between them and pushing them into the water. And there are people watching from above. And you can see lots of people actually have fishing lines dangling all the way down into the water down below. And she is saying, "And lo, we send thee back to the depths to sustain that upon which the holy cylinders see fit to sustain their people." And people are going, "Oh, yes, the holy cylinder." And there's this kind of chant and this kind of thrum and hubbub of people all around. And she's kind of walks along and pushes about 10 people down into the water. And you see kind of bubbling activity around them, and then kind of red water around them. And there's like applause and cheering and yay.
Ancient one, give me stick.
Yeah, sure thing.
Quick, give me stick.
10-foot poles.
Yes.
Okay. And she finishes pushing them in and sort of finishes the prayer to everybody. And they all kind of start going about doing their business. And some people start to reel up things. And you can see the water below is probably like 20, 30 feet down. And they fell into the water. And now people are pulling up these long lines. And you can see these grotesque looking piranhas on the bottom of the wires, the kind of these cables have got dangling down, and they're kind of all wriggling and writhing on the lines as they're coming up, and people are like, quickly pull them up, and as it all kind of ends, you all sense a kind of movement in the darkness in the water around, and she comes towards you and goes, "Greetings, welcome to the Holy Cylinders."
I bash the 10-foot pole as loud as I can on the metal walkway that we're standing on. And I shout out, He comes before you, the Ancient One, born from the cylinder of light in the place of darkness. He strives for the upper levels. Behold him, the master of war, the carrier of the pole. He is the Ancient One, and he rises from a cylinder of his own.
Make a manipulation roll.
That's a perform I was going for.
Oh, perform. Yep, sure. Perform's good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
So the skill test, I've got a psyche of 5, so that's where I put 5. And I
5
submit
dice.
that. And a modifier of 1. And I submit that.
Oh dear.
0 success. I'm going to use my reroll because that was important.
and 2 doubles.
Yeah. Totally using my reroll. There we go.
Oh, 2 10s. So 3
Double
successes. Yeah, cool. Okay, so you shout this and you're kind of strutting and pointing and gesturing and holding the pole above your head and all this kind of stuff. You throw down some stuff, you scatter a few bones, you throw some rat shit in the air, and and everyone's a group of people are like kind of watching, and there's like a hum and who are they, and what's going on, kind of from these kind of gantries around your heads, just above, sort of 10 feet above you, sort of around. And she says, "Lo, we have seen the cylinder of light. Our hunters have reported in their battles with the Ratkin that this marks the boundary to their lands, and it is over him that we have fought with them for generations. Who are you to free him? And she looks over at Jefflon Muskeberg, and there's a mixture of emotions that go across her face. There is a moment of disappointment.
Yeah,
but
at this time.
But then like, I've got to get on board with this kind of look. And she's like, welcome.
Jefflon is picking the algae out of his teeth with his Glock.
With his Glock.
Hi, how's it going?
Good to be here. Pray tell me, what brings such a glorious visitor as an ancestor to this holy cylinder, cylinder 1 of 6, the holy cylinder, the first, the best holy cylinder?
Well, actually, we was just passing through. Good to see you all, but we're headed up. You can come, of course, but you got a really nice thing going here. Kudos on the child murder. Exquisite.
Oh, they weren't kids. They were just fully grown adults.
Kudos on the adult murder.
So much better.
The holy cylinders sustain us, and therefore we sustain them back. It is the cylinder of life.
Right. Interesting. Yeah. We went on safari one time, and I killed a giraffe, but I didn't have to give nothing back.
Well, then something was wrong with your ancient world, was it not? Now here we live in perfect harmony with the cylinder.
Well, great. Guys, meet Agnatha, the guys. We got
you come with great warriors beside you, it seems. Although I do not doubt that you are the ancestor of war.
Absolutely. 100%. Me and Maria, my hole maker.
The hole maker.
Yeah.
You speak of the hole maker?
Yeah, got it right here.
Have you
preferring the Glock?
The hole maker is a person.
Oh yeah, look, she's called Maria, but she's like, no, yeah, I mean, sometimes I talk to her in my sleep, but you know what I mean.
Yes, I see. Yes. And who are your companions?
Right, lady. I'm Jackson, Harrison Jax, and we're just passing through. So if you don't mind letting us go on, we'll go talk to the fungus guys.
The fungoids. Yes, they await the hole maker. I have no problem with you passing through. There is obviously a small tithe to pass through our lands to help us sustain the holy cylinders and scrub from them the dirt that you have brought in.
Harrison looks down at the kid for a second. He's like, what kind of tithe are you talking about?
We merely need funds. It is currency.
I thought we were gonna need to go get a guy. All right, no worries. Funds, we got funds.
But apart from the tithe, there is a favor I would ask of the ancestor.
Well, okay. Well, I'll hear you out.
One of the sky blades, and she points up, and you can see above you in the top of the cylinder, there are rotating fans in here. And you can actually, now you're standing there, you can feel that there is a bit of air that comes through this chamber, this huge chamber. It says, the sky blades in cylinder 4, since, and she looks at Ed 210, since the steel killers came, they have not worked, and we cannot recolonize that chamber until they are fixed. It would be great of you, O ancestor, to lend your ancient knowledge in the fixing of the sky blades.
Absolutely. Grimjaw, a moment, please.
Yeah, of course.
She's talking about like air conditioning repair. Have you ever done that before? I used to know a guy in Brooklyn, but it was really just a front for something else.
I'm afraid you speak the ancient tongues. I'm not quite sure what you mean by air conditioning.
It's like
how do you condition the air?
Well,
you tamed the very air to your strength.
Yeah, I had like 6 of them going at one time. I like to be cool, it's good for the skin. Okay, I think
I can try and fix the blades.
Exactly. Oh, the guy's a genius. We got it.
I do not know of this air conditioning.
I kind of lean in and say, elimination droid designation 216 mangled these blades. I remember the unit ripping through them like butter. It was a glorious day for death. Maybe I can help.
If you could help bend them back into place, Ed, and straighten them out,
I do not know their true form, but I can bend the metal and aid you if you wish to fix them.
That'd be helpful.
I'm wondering if you could hook them up to one of our existing power supplies, keep it running, you know what I mean? Because I'm imagining that.
Oh, Grimjaw has the power supplies from the old.
I have 2 power cells.
Yeah, maybe we get something going, right?
From the cylinders
you
of
carry
light.
Ancient power with you.
Sort of.
Ignato, what kind of
one of these like tubes of light.
A cylinder of energy. Oh, we are blessed. We are blessed. You come with us. You bear cylinders.
It's a Pringles can.
It's another can of Fanta.
The Chond behind you goes, and the killer produced a cylinder of fizz from his body.
It's so impressed with this. I could produce fizz from my body.
Right,
so we do this.
What do we get?
We would let you pass through anyway, but we merely asked this favor of an ancestor. We have never seen an ancestor. We have stood before your cylinder time and again, praying for your assistance, and finally you have come. Clearly, the Ratkin are no more a threat. Ha ha ha!
Yeah. No, we dealt with the rat kid.
You killed. You
no,
them?
you're not gonna have any more trouble. Hopefully not while we're here. Anyway, so
I painted the ancient runes on the ancient one's casket, and he awoke. Also,
like
Grimjaw pressed button.
We do not know how these machines work. They are of ancient knowledge. If your Grimjaw also knows of such things, then you are triply blessed. Please,
go into my craft kit and take out this like manual that I have, which is the crafting manual that allows me to fix basically anything.
Cool.
Sort of
I like
say,
Thank
it.
you for purchasing Space Hulk version 2.3. By following the care and instructions in this manual, you will enjoy many carefree centuries with your Space Hulk.
So while that is, I'm eager to get something out of this, and I think I've realized now that this is like, oh, we gotta do this as a benevolent favor. Like that, I'm having a vision. Oh, I see terrible things.
Holy
Yeah.
water. Holy water to go with holy rat shit.
Oh, no, I'm seeing. Oh, Agatha,
She covers her eyes not to look at you while you're having a vision.
the fish people. I see the demise of the fish people. If not,
No!
they help us traverse the fungoid realms.
Yes, good.
There's a big cave full of fungus. Keep yourself clean and you won't get turned.
Oh, the fishes. They're receding. All right, we're gonna sort out your air conditioning. No worries.
Do you need clean water?
Always, yeah, legitimately all the time.
We don't tend to use it ourselves. We embrace that which the cylinders give us, but we have some pure water, I believe it is called.
I like the sound of that. Korush, what's the market value on that?
Ancient one, pure water, easily as valuable as giant bag of rat shit.
All right, more transportable. You see what we're doing here, Korush, my little protege. We're taking big bulk, getting.
It's about the size of a small container.
Yeah, transportable. We're gonna work our way down to diamonds. That's where I see this going.
We give both to fungoids, and they take and make excellent drugs, but they give us already made excellent drugs.
Fantastic. I'm loving where this is going. All right, Grimjaw, lights, camera, action. Let's go. Let's hustle. I want to see this blade spinning.
Eddie could give us a hand.
She says to you, the others have made their way into Cylinder 4 in the past. We evacuated our people, and there are no fissures there. But there is another access door off into disputed territory, and we haven't been in there in a while. We've sealed our side of it, so we do not know if there are others within there. But once the chamber is, there is little air in there, so you will be fine. 5 people will be fine. We wish to fill it with a village and live there again and repopulate after the horrendous slaughter. But we cannot do that until the Skyblade is fixed.
There will be fissures within soon.
That and if you're really trying to repopulate, you might try killing fewer of your own people. That's just me, but whatever. Let's go out. Let's get out of here, guys. Let's fix this.
That was totally a play on words from me, by the way. She meant fissures. I meant fissures.
So the world's largest spider is just walking across my desk.
Cool.
Hey, Sheila.
Cool. Okay, so you are led along the big walkway to the far end, and there is a large chamber with 4 doors in it. One that you go through, one either side, and one ahead. There are some armed people in here, and you get the sense that there are some armed people on the other side of the door in front of you. She turns to the left, and there is a large door again with a big submarine style door, and there's a big 4 painted on it. And that Chond, the guy, comes and starts to undo it, and we'll have to take a short break while I go in and help with fatherly duties. But I don't know if you want to pop the holding screen up, or if you guys want to chat for a bit. I will be back shortly. Have a think about how you're going to fix Skyblades, and I will be back very soon. Apologies.
All right. Stress.
Sure.
Yeah, probably for now.
And we're back. Hello. Sorry for that brief pause there. Whilst I helped my wife get our boy to sleep. So we left it with you guys. We're just about to enter cylinder 4. And the wheel was being turned and you were all getting ready. So there's a gang of fisher folk who are the Fisher Clan guys who are there with weapons and sort of standing around by the door, keeping an eye on things whilst this is being turned. And the 5 of you are standing there. They spin the wheel. Are you guys doing anything before they open the door?
How many fisher folk are standing around?
Sorry?
How many fisher folk are standing by the door?
It's about 6 of them with weapons. They're sort of making sure that nothing would get out of there into where you are.
So Harrison, recognizing that there might be an issue, has already pulled out his heavy flechette pistol and he's ready.
Nice. So you're all readying a weapon before you get to combat.
Yeah, we're all ready.
I thought we were going to go fix a fan. We're not into combat, are we?
Well, they said there might be other things inside.
When they said there might be, what they mean was we're not going back in there because it's full of monsters.
Yeah, I gotta ask the guys at the door. Been much spooky noises from in there, and anything we should be aware of?
There's always some noises for every couple of days in there.
What kind of noises are we talking? Like, oh, come on in, have a drink noises, or like, we're gonna eat your eyeballs noises.
I don't know. Sometimes we hear, rummaging, smashing noises. Other times we hear horrible tearing noises.
We have nothing to fear. We have Jefflon, the great ancestor of war.
Yeah.
Okay, so
maybe the necromonkey.
The guy with the big wheel has kind of been standing there, like poised to do the last, turn.
I look at the guy with the big wheel and I go, "Do you need this?"
What? The wheel?
Yes.
Well, if it seals and unseals this door.
Do you need the door?
Yes, we need the door.
I look around
Stops
like
things getting in.
Which bit do you not need?
There's rubbish or wreckage. There's in there. There's stuff.
Okay, I'll take something from in there.
Okay.
He does the whole thing. It's pretty cool.
Oh, he's like he has no idea what you're sort of just making a point
Just
of
assessing bits of metal.
You're looking for something to tear up as your melee weapon.
Yeah.
But here it all looks like they need it.
I could just pick up one of the guys, like, you'll do.
A fleshy bludgeon. The guy,
that's
like,
not a good word.
slightly confused, then does the final turn of the wheel and opens it. And as he
I
does,
would like to enter blasting straight away.
The ancestor of
it's coming straight
war
for us.
charges into the room. Is there any kind of aiming to it, or is it just like wildly in the air?
like swinging the gun around my head.
It's Danny DeVito, isn't it? So I started blasting.
So I started blasting. Yeah.
Okay. So you're just like as you go in the room, and I assume everyone's just then sort of coming in after you to ensure. And you enter
at least
into
9 of them.
you enter into a chamber much like the previous one. However, here you can see everything's gone to like post-apocalyptic shit. Some of the girders from what looks like the village structures up the walls are kind of dangling, hanging, swinging. There's like algae and stuff on the interior of this chamber, not just beyond the glass in the chamber beyond. Down below, it doesn't look like the pipes and things are putting as much water out. And the surface looks still down there, other than the little ripples of water coming down. And as you look up, you can see that in the center, much like the other chamber, there are three large turbine kind of air fans that are doing some sort of, in the other room, they were spinning. In here, they're not doing anything. And you can see up at the top there, sort of just under the roof of the cylinder, there's some sort of structure. And there's all the kind of village, walkways and things kind of lead up there to that place. Harrison, please make observe rolls, as well as Ed 210 as kind of combat professionals.
So his
or tactics, if you want.
Yeah, the optics in his helmet focuses in, and he's
Cool.
It's that extra die.
Little HUD.
Yeah, a little. So it's 4 dice, and I'm looking for a 9 or better.
Mm-hmm.
And I get 1 success.
I got 1 as well.
Okay, so you both get 1 success. So you look around this chamber, ED 210. You can see that the weapon traces, old as they are, of the kind of laser weapons that your robot brethren enjoy using, burning people alive, as well as kind of severe structural damage from explosions and from people tearing chunks out of the girders. By the way, you tear out a big chunk of a girder, and you have a melee weapon.
As I look around and see the signs of my my former kind of robot compatriots, I get a warm, fuzzy feeling of nostalgia for the good old days of blood and murder. As sort of like red lights start flashing.
Is that a reboot?
Yeah.
A factory reset?
And then Grimgeorge smacks me in the head with a spanner. Yeah. It's like system recall. And, oh, no, none of that.
Harrison, as you're scanning around and you guys are starting to move into the chamber, and it's much like the last one where there's kind of circular walkways all around this village, kind of structures up the interior, and it dips down to the central walkway at either end of the room. So it kind of goes all the way around. So it's a big open water area, but then above that, there's walkways and structures. But here it's kind of hanging down and a bit broken, all this kind of stuff. Harrison, you can see that there are kind of gang insignia being sort of sprayed or burnt or cut into various surfaces. And you recognize the markings of a group of individuals who once took you in and left you for dead deep down in the Grimhulk. It seems like those that you pursue have been in this chamber at some point, but you're not sure how recent. You were kind of following them up, trying to find them heading up. And some of these things look different ages, so maybe they were here for a little while, using it as some sort of base or something. But it seems like maybe a week ago that they have their old dry paint. The scratches have got other scratches over the top, those kinds of things. And some of them have got blasts over the top of them. Sorry, go.
So Harrison looks at the symbols and he looks at everyone. He goes, "See that? See those marks? Those are the marks of the enemy. If you see that anywhere, you let me know." Right. Looks like they haven't been here for a while, but everybody keep your head on a swivel. They can't be trusted. You see them, you put them down.
Noted.
Okay.
Right,
so it's clear, Grimjaw, you're going to have to climb up this structure to get up to that.
Right. Look out, because I'm going to have to climb up this thing to get up here, and God knows what else is here.
Do you want somebody at your back, Grimjaw?
I am climbing as a skill. Does that come under might?
Might.
Can I look to Grimjaw and say, if you wish, I can climb and you can ride
Or
the
the dwarf.
carapace. You are protected from the more dangerous elements of the armor. If you hold on to or even weld yourself to the chassis of my frame, I will climb the cipher. I'm more able to do so, I think.
I'm happy for you to drag us up if that's better. I'll find somewhere in your metal frame, like wedge my wrench in and then hold onto the wrench.
Just like drill a carabiner clip in. There you go. Yeah, and I'll just
When do we
drag you up.
stop with the head swiveling? For I am becoming dizzy.
Kid, if you want to live, you never stop.
Okay.
He's laughing on the inside. He's like, keep it up, kid. Keep it up, kid.
Harrison, you sure you want to make the guy who tears open portals into other dimensions dizzy? That seems like a maybe a no-no.
We have nothing to fear. You're with us, ancestor. I'm sure you can control Korush.
Absolutely. Oh, shit. I'm wondering, while we're down, could I take some sort of like, I'm good at tactics, apparently, to get us like to
business
set
strategy.
up a perimeter. Yeah. Like, would that be something we could roll? It's like set up a perimeter, see how well we're prepared for possible.
Well, there's two ways into this chamber. There's the one behind you, and then at the far end of the big walkway, there is another chamber, much like the one you've been in. The door at the end of the room looks like it's been blasted off or out. There's a big tear in that sort of section of the wall, and you can't tell from here because it's all kind of blackened and charred down that end. It looks like an old explosion, but the air that end, you'd have to go down and have a look, which you're able to do if you want to.
This sounds like a job for a 10-foot pole. I would like
walking
to
towards the darkness, like
strap my small light to the end of the 10-foot pole, and like.
As you approach, like dangle, get the light into the next zone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There. Beyond, there's a chamber which looks like it's been thoroughly smashed, broken. Animals have defecated in the corner. Well, you hope it's animals. And just generally looks like it then leads out into a series of other rooms and chambers, much like you saw before you entered the holy cylinders. Beyond, it looks like there's other, like the interior of a starship, a huge starship. You start to get into kind of corridors and chambers and things. Can't see anything in particular, but you have a bit of a rummage around. So you can have some more rat shit if you want.
I think we're good for rat shit for now.
Right. Ed 210 and Grimjaw. Harrison, are you going up with them?
No, he'll stay down and just keep a watch down here.
Keep an eye out. Okay, cool. Right. So the other three are down, keeping a watch out at near the far door. And you guys start to climb up. Let's have a might roll.
Yep, I'll start climbing. I got vigor of 5, so I get 5 dice, and I've got a might of 9, so 5 dice.
Okay, so before you start, what we need, this is going to be an extended roll. Ooh. And each roll is going to take you 5 minutes, because this is like a big structure, and you're climbing up the interior. And I need you to get 6 successes.
Okay.
So if you roll 6 in one roll, then you'll do it in 5 minutes because you found a really quick way up there. Okay. But if you need to make successive rolls, then it will just take you longer to get up to the top. Okay.
So 5 dice.
Yes, extended roll rules.
Ooh. I got 2 12s. Dodeca. So that's 3 successes.
Okay. 3 successes. So the first 5 minutes that you're climbing, you're kind of making your way up. You're starting to get the sense of how strong the structures are. So you're not making huge progress, but you kind of make it about 3 successes? Did you say?
Halfway,
so get about halfway. Initially looking at it, you were thinking, "Oh, I'll get up there easily.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit broken down, a little bit ramshackle. You've gone through various houses and huts and sort of meeting places and corridors, some of them a bit lopsided now. Maybe they were before, you're not sure. Your Grimjaw, can you
Yes.
make a
Right.
an observe or weird roll?
Observe or
and-
weird.
Yeah, and Korush, can you make an observe or weird
Yeah.
roll, please?
Imagining Korush is being weird.
It's a toughie, isn't it?
One of my rerolls.
Shall I
to reroll
roll?
that?
2 dice at difficulty 11 or 4 dice at difficulty 9.
Oh, very hard. But the result, what you learn may be
Yeah.
different whether you base it on observe or weird.
I got
So
one
Grimjaw,
success from my
would-
reroll.
Okay. You are aware that there are creaks in the structure that aren't the result of your movement.
Keep an eye ahead. Something weird going on here. Something's not right in this structure.
Korush, you got
I only got 1 success. It's a bit
one success. There is a nearby presence. You're not sure what. 1 success isn't a lot, so you're kind of like something close
Ancestor,
by.
I sense another out there.
Let's keep climbing it.
There is one pushing on reality.
So I will focus on upwards. You focus on everything around, and we will make our way to the sky blades.
Harrison, will you direct your rifle towards the sky? Your flechette pistol.
All right, ancestor, as you wish.
I'm gonna aim down this darkened tunnel with my night eyes all ruined from waving around that torch.
Yeah, I'm just gonna head down, keep climbing. Just like try and speed the process up.
Okay, so let's have another might roll.
Yeah. Another 3, but no.
Okay.
10, 11, 12.
Okay, cool. So another 5 minutes pass. With everyone waiting down at the bottom, sort of anxiously. You can hear.
Yeah, there's no precision. It is literally
Yeah,
just grabbing
and it's
and
kind of-
ripping bits of it.
Occasionally, bits fall down from the structure and fall all the way down into the water below. And you see some movement, but then you get a sense of frustration. And you finally get up to this large unit built on the water. It looked like maybe a structure from where you were, but when you get up there, you realize it's like a large power distribution system. And you can see that there are kind of large cables, thick as your arm, Grimjaw, coming out of it and going into the ceiling. And clearly these are powering, this thing is dead and it's powering these sky blades. You're very close to them now and you can see these large, rotor blades.
Getting strong Captain America and Iron Man trying to fix the turbine vibes.
Seems to run off some form of electricity. Right. Can I see if I can work out? Has the power cables themselves been like shredded, or is it?
Nope.
No. So they're. I'm going to try and follow them to where they lead
Sure.
to.
So you follow. You follow the cables down, and they come into the housing. Go around here. You kind of find that this panel on the front of this thing is actually like a little door, and you open up, and inside there is like a receptacle for a power unit, a power cylinder, but a kind of battery.
Yeah.
But you also notice that the interior of this has got a strange honeycomb-like structure kind of growing on the inside of it. And as you look down, you realize now that there's a bit on the floor over there, and there's a bit on the wall over there. And you are all aware, well, the two of you who are there and can see it, are aware that this is the residue of the interlopers, the creatures that come from beyond. When they dwell in a place for too long, they leave this honeycomb kind of structure residue behind them. They are large insectoids. You know this much. You haven't seen interlopers yourselves. There's much information on them, but there's this is the residue of the interlopers. You can see it now.
Sort of carefully clean the inside of this.
Do I know anything about the space bees being?
Make a law roll.
My law is
Veronique is correct in the chat. They are space wasps.
There's wasps. It's 11 if you don't have a skill in it, isn't it?
Yes.
If you say it one more time, you're going to summon Pat.
Yeah, right.
I got no successes, but I'd like to try again because I think it'd be good to try and at least get some information if I can. So I'm going to use my reroll that was given to me in the chat.
Cool.
Let's try again. No, nothing.
Okay. Yeah, it seems that part of your memory core has been corrupted, perhaps by a large spanner with a spike on it hitting you in the face.
Got to give and take.
So
you just see me
Jefflon
looking
and
going,
Harrison.
The interlope. No records found.
404.
Jefflon and Harrison, please make observe rolls. Korush, please make a weird roll. So Grimjaw, you clean the interior.
Yep.
What do you do with the residue?
Throw it at Korush.
I've got a small container. I don't think it's got anything in it at the moment, so I'll sort of scrape it inside.
Okay.
And seal it and put it in my put it inside my bag, and then check to make sure this is cleaned up. And then take out one of the power cells.
Yep.
And start to get to work fixing wherever the problem was here.
Let's have a tech roll.
Tech or craft to repair?
Oh, up to you. I'll let you use either because it's kind of like putting a battery in kind of thing. There's very little to actually repair.
Oh, okay.
But,
Then I'll do tech then, if that's the case.
This is like thunk, shut.
You put it in the right way.
Other re-roll from chat because that was a terrible roll. I just had there.
I think I've got a re-roll, haven't I?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That is much better. That is 4 successes.
Woohoo!
Oh wow, cool. Okay, so you slot this in, and you press a few buttons to the side, and you manage to distribute power to all 3 of the fans in the ceiling.
Ooh.
And you all hear this kind of and a noise that you hadn't even realized you'd heard in the other room because of all the activity and thing. This silent chamber that you've been in, suddenly there's this whirring of fans. While you're up there doing that, we had some successful observe rolls down below. 3 for Jefflon.
Just one for Harrison.
And Korush, how did your weird roll go? Was that 3 successes?
It's 3 weirds.
Well, it's actually 4, isn't it? Because you've got a double 8. Yeah.
So
Okay.
the 8, the 10, and the 8 are successes. So yeah, it is 4 weirds.
Yeah. Okay. Korush, the thing that you feel when you tear open reality is tingling the back of your neck, like the early stage, like when you're deciding whether or not you're going to do it. That's how you're feeling. Harrison and Jefflon, Jefflon, you can see now in this corridor that you're in, now that you've turned your light off and you're in the darkness, you're kind of looking around. You can see a faint glow coming from some honeycomb-like structure. You have got no clue what this is.
Yeah.
No.
Harrison, as you're kind of looking around and looking up and, all these kinds of things, as you walk past, you're kind of pacing up and down this big walkway. Something kind of breaks slightly, as they're moving around up there, and a bit of the stanchion kind of falls down. It doesn't hit you or anything, but it kind of hangs down near you. And as you look at it, you can see on it that there is this honeycomb residue, and this is interloper, not droppings, but it's like their presence in this world kind of
excretes it.
Yeah, literally kind of just excretes it out. So they kind of, if they brush into things, if they touch things, if they, there's often this stuff just like grows. And it's pretty gross. But it means that, you know what it means.
Ancestor, you may have to act soon. There are the presence of interlopers here.
Yeah, should that be glowing? Is that a thing that happens here?
The creatures from the other side are coming.
All right, just reloading the Glock.
All right, we're done here. Let's get that down to the
I'm
rest
just
of
seeing
them.
the little girl from the poltergeist with Korush going, there.
Okay. So, Ed 210 and Grimjaw, you're going to start heading down?
I can let go. Yeah.
Carefully let go, I guess. But yeah, sure.
You're just going to drop down.
Yeah.
It's quite a drop. You might hurt yourself.
It's
Or
fine.
go through the floor.
Just straight lower decks out into space.
Just take out
whoops.
just take out the whole walkway, so everyone falls down.
Yeah. Cannonball.
It's going to take you a lot less time to get down now that you have climbed up. If you want to kind of get down,
I will. Let's call it a guided descent. I will fall gracefully by clinging onto bits, like a kind of occasionally grabbing the wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Is Grimjaw attached to you still?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hold on for dear life at this point.
Right. So, in which case, I think we're going to need a might roll from Ed 210 and a ride roll from Grimjaw.
Yeah.
Well,
tight.
I got a 5 in vigor at least, so that's
Nice, cowboy.
Surf the killer robot down to the.
Hey, oh wait, no, one success. One success.
Okay.
2 successes.
I will spend a vigor point if I need to.
You're fine. You're fine. So Ed 210 kind of like literally falls, a bit like a Winter Soldier sliding down a building with his arm.
Yeah, the thing is as well, my entire carapace is just sharp bits of jagged metal.
So there's
I
like
kind of wedged it.
Bits flying everywhere.
The idea that you're holding on, just trying not to get constantly impaled. Like what?
I'm like holding on to my wrench that's embedded in you, so I don't touch the spikes.
I thought you'd be riding down, enjoying the kind of chaos, like whoa. But no, you're kind of hunkered on, like this is annoying, and it's like bosh, bish, down onto the walkway,
surrounded by bits of debris that I've just ripped off the side of the ship.
Okay, hopefully nobody heard that.
And as you land, you hear a strange ripping noise. From the entranceway near Jefflon, one from behind you near the door that you came in, which has been firmly shut and sealed, and one from like a platform just above you. These 3 things, and as you look, there's like a strange void, like absence of light and reality there, and your eyes can't kind of conceive of what you're looking at. There you go. And this kind of darker than darkness appears, swirling with light around it, and it kind of forms actually into more of a tear-like shape, and you can see large insectoid creatures with huge bulbous eyes and kind of carapace and armored bodies. Kind of, you can't tell if it's technological or biological. Maybe it's a fusion of the two. Start to like climb forth from these apertures. There's 3 of them, and we're gonna go to initiative. While you guys all roll your initiatives,
It's either tactics or
Observe.
observe. I'm equally
Nice.
bad at both.
Okay, where are my red
No
ones?
successes. So I go to 6.
Yeah, if I'm getting your start points.
I'm going to use a luck point
Oh wow, to re-roll it.
to reroll. Yeah.
You count backwards, is it? At the start?
You roll 6.
from
It's
6,
6 minus your successes. That's your position on the wheel.
Yeah, and then we say what we're doing in reverse order so that
Yep.
the person who goes
That was it.
fastest gets the most
Yeah.
information.
Speedy boy Harrison.
I got 3 successes. Well, my observe is 4 dice, and
Yeah,
I got,
nice.
or my guile is
No.
4 dice, and I've got 3 in observe. So
It-
that's my
it
best bid.
It makes total sense for your character who is like you
Yeah.
said, head on a swivel constantly. Like,
He's like,
I like it.
You guys should be able to see the nameplates today. Cool.
I can't
just
on
don't know.
Jefflon because Jefflon's a copy of Jefflon.
On Jefflon.
Oh, there's 2 Jefflons, is it?
Yeah, there's 2 Jefflons and 2
Oh, hell.
210s.
Well, will I get rid of that Jefflon and put this Jefflon? Is that better?
I've just done it anyway, but yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm there twice. I get to go twice. There's 2 of me. Delete one.
Now I'm going to do a little battle map at the second, so don't
Cool.
delete your
Yeah.
second one.
That's the role-playing equivalent of like going into a shop and going, "Oh, it's got no price tag on it. Must be free."
Oh God! Every day.
For Martin purely, and nobody else will understand it. These interlopers, just the word interloper reminds me of how when we were LARPing, and you were playing and you were playing a slime that was just going outside whenever we turned up.
Right,
I love
so
those encounters.
That was so good.
I'm gonna draw a nice little thing on here. The walkway is pretty big. This is the walkway. It's 5 zones long.
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah, these are huge chambers, huge cylinders. So
Are
it's
we
like,
literally in the
you know,
pipe
like in the
5 by 5?
Matrix 3, where they've got the huge walkways going out.
Yeah.
Sorry, say that again, James.
I said, we're in the pipe 5 by 5. It's an aliens. It's perfect.
At the end, there's a chamber, which is where Jefflon's looking into. And what I'm going to do is, there's a zone in between, which I'll represent like this. But this one, which has got a hole in it, that is actually water down there. But there is a platform above that there is an interloper on. And I'll show you.
This is
what
the
that
high quality content that people come to Garblag Games.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
This is, hey, it doesn't need to be, this is like the equivalent of getting the marker pens out and drawing on the battle map.
Yeah.
Sometimes
preaching
it's
to
all
the
you need to
choir.
do.
Yep. Here we go.
Best role-playing experiences we ever had was with a Jenga tower at the pub. Just telling myself and Kira telling each other one half of a story. It was great.
So, and then I think that you two would have dropped down either with Harrison or Korush. Up to you guys.
Probably. I don't know actually. Where would you? I'm on Ed, so wherever Ed would be.
Basically, we went up the middle and back down. So I think
Probably center.
in the center where is it Harrison is? Yes.
Yeah.
There.
Okay. Yep. Put your second ones on there then. First one has
Get
got
close to each other.
a
You are
4.
on me. Oh, what is it? Is it Aliens Requiem was the guy with the is it the disabled guy or the midget in his backpack with the 2 guns?
That was Master Blaster, wasn't it? Was that?
That's
That was
no.
Alien
Resurrection.
Resurrection, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
My backpack.
Which the more times I watch that movie, the more I enjoy it until the very end. Which I
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alien 4 is one of the best Alien movies right up until the pink alien.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, it's really good right up until the guy pulls a brain out of the back of his head, and then I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't watch this film
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, that's to be fair, that is quite silly.
Yeah.
But the cast, they just
I know.
munched their way through
yeah.
most of that film.
Right. Anyway, before we get into Alien Resurrection conversations again, that's what the guy in the cinema called it when I went to see it. He goes, "Oh, I thought this was a porno called Alien Resurrection." I was like, okay. Right. Anyway, sorry. Family show. No. So what we're
Family
going to
show
do is
with alien insectoid space wasps tearing open holes in space time.
yes, absolutely. So what we're going to do is we're going to go round in reverse order and declare our first actions. And I want everyone to have a little bit of paper and write down the action that they're declaring so that when we get to you, we know what you're completing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Grimjaw, what action are you declaring?
So I can see all these 3 interlopers, can't I?
You cannot see the first one because you turned your light out, didn't you, Jefflon?
My light is down the corridor.
Oh, you're pointing into that room.
No, it's like it's in there now.
Oh, you threw it in there.
I'm in
Okay,
darkness,
right.
yeah.
So
On the
yeah,
pole.
so there's light in there, so you can see that. You can see all of them. Yeah.
Okay.
The interloper 2 might be in dim light.
So
how big is your light, Harrison?
As large, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, interloper 2 will be in dim light, so you'll have a 1 difficulty penalty to shoot.
Yeah. So this bit here, you said
that's
is
a
water.
gap. That's a gap. But I'm just showing what section it connects to on the map
Right.
by
okay.
doing that. Yeah.
There's no way across that normally.
Well, you could, if you got a rope, you could throw a rope over and climb up.
Mm.
We do have
but
a rope. We traded for a rope. So
I'm just showing that there's where it connects to the rest of the map. You can't jump up to it from one of the other zones.
Right, no problem. I will. I'm going to declare to move zone to my right. This one here.
Okay, so that would be a 4 action. So move around to 10.
Yep.
Okay. Interloper 3 is going to do a ranged attack on Harrison.
I'm assuming we're no longer attached.
Yeah, I jumped off your back at this point.
As you look at the interlopers and they've climbed fully out, there's like this behind them. You can see this honeycomb structure kind of shifting and moving, and almost like they're peeling their way out of it through the crack in reality. And as they climb out, you can see that one of their arms is a cannon itself. It's like a bio weapon with like large throbbing pulsating sac beneath the elbow, which probably contains plasma.
yeah,
and
large pulsating sac.
These things are scary. So I'm going to make a strength 3 peril test for everybody. So I'm going to roll 3 dice. I'm going to tell you what they are. If any of them beat your defiance, take a point of peril. I rolled a 11, a 9, and a 4.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Take a point of peril.
I take 1 point of peril.
But you only take 1 on a roll. It's just if any of them succeed, then you take 1 point of peril.
Or is this for everybody?
Yeah.
That's for everybody.
Sorry, what did you roll?
I rolled an 11.
Oh yeah. I
which
get
is
it.
good enough to get pretty much everyone.
Yeah. That's why I was pleased. Okay, so he's going to shoot the first one. The second one is going to shoot Jefflon. So we'll go to there. And the third one, which is actually... Oh, no, sorry. What I've got these the wrong way around. Interloper 3 is down here and is going to shoot Harrison. Interloper 2 here is going to shoot Ed 210. And interloper 1 here is going to shoot Jefflon. So that's on number 7. Right, Korush, what are you up to?
I am going to spectrally grasp interloper number 1
Ooh,
and try and wrestle it with my mind,
okay.
which is a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Cool. Ed 210, what are you declaring first?
So there's clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, and there's one across from me, but it's like I can
like slightly
actually get to it.
up on a platform.
Yeah. I think I'm going to have to go protect the ancient one, and I'm going to head towards. I'm going to rush towards Jefflon. So I'm going to move into.
So you're going to move a zone.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's 4.
Yep.
8. There we go.
Okay, Jefflon, what are you doing? Need I ask?
I'm clocking. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, and Harrison.
I am gonna shoot interloper 3.
Okay, cool. Right, so that's going to bring you to 6. Okay, so now we begin the combat, and I move the hand round to the first action, which is number 6. And it is, in fact, Harrison Jacks, our badass motherfucker, who's going to try and blow away interloper 3.
The targeting reticle in my HUD display goes red. I lock down and choose to use my reroll. All right, that's much better. I got 3 10s, a 9, and an 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
What do you need to roll to succeed?
I think an 8. I've got 3 and observe, so there's 9.
Yeah, so it'd be 8. So you
8.
rolled 3 10s, a 9, and an 8.
2 10s, a 9, and an 8.
Okay, so that's 4 plus 1 for the double. So that's 5 successes.
5 successes.
So you needed 1 to hit. So you got 4 more. So your strength on your weapon goes up by 4.
So that's 10 dice of strength damage. Those 5.
Against toughness.
I got
9 plus.
Okay, so that's 3 successes on the first 5.
Ooh.
And 2 more. So 5 successes.
5 successes. Wow. Okay.
So toughness 9.
Yes.
Sounds like a total party kills to me.
So he locks down, and those flechettes just race out and rake across this thing.
Sorry, how much damage did you do?
5.
6. 5.
6. Oh, yeah, 3 and 2. 5.
Okay. Cool. Okay. The rattles against his body, and it's like kind of weird, strange noises coming out of it. This thing is completely alien and here to try and eradicate all life in this universe. And they've done a pretty good job so far. So Harrison, what are you going to do next?
I'm going to shoot it again.
Okay.
We just got a generic reroll in case anybody needs it.
Destiny dice.
That's handy. Okay, so next is Interloper 1, and it is going to shoot at Jefflon.
I'm going to
Here we
squint.
go. I'm going to squint. 4 dice. 9 plus. I rolled a 1, a 2, a 6, and an 8. So it turns and it goes, and this blast of plasma flies past you. illuminating the corridor with this kind of sickly green glow, flies into the chamber and smashes against the large glass interior of the chamber. It's going to take cover in the chamber because, as I said, remember, it's all kind of smashed up and everything in there for its next action, which means it will be 1 difficulty increase to shoot it between now and then.
Assuming it makes it to cover.
Well, it's taking cover is like between now and that point.
Yeah,
11.
but my action is wrestling it. So I'm
Oh,
gonna be
okay.
trying to hold it
Yeah,
in
you can
place.
try and pull it out of cover. That'd be fine. Then it would
You're
have
gonna
to
hog tie
come
it.
back to where you are and then declare another action. So
So I'm gonna Glock this guy.
okay.
Gonna
So-
show it my hole maker.
You need 2 successes to hit it now because it's taking cover 1 zone away from you.
Gonna be using that reroll, and I got a Dodeca, and I got.
Ooh, nice.
I know that's it. 1
Okay.
success.
So
Oh.
you can spend a vitality to get that second success and shoot and hit it.
Do it.
Oh, it's done.
Do
Kind
it.
of done. Yeah, 6. Yeah. So
Okay.
then 6 goes
That
out.
bullet.
So your weapon is strength 6.
Strength 6. Yes. So I roll
So
60-12.
Yep, against 9+.
Here we go. 1, 2 damage, and a double.
And
Does
a
that help at all?
double. So 3 damage
3 damage. Lovely.
against.
McAvoy that bullet round the corner, son.
Cool. Okay. It's like it fired at you and then started moving behind kind of rubble, but you're like, it moved near your torch and you shot it. Cool. What is your next action going to be, Jefflon?
If it ain't broke, I gotta shoot it again.
Yep. So move 3.
Move 3. There we go.
Okay. Right. So Interloper 3. Put Ed in. Interloper 3 is going to shoot at Harrison Jacks. Here we go. 1 success. Look at that. So that's a hit. The plasma blast flies out, hitting you. 6 strength. What's your toughness?
Toughness is 9.
Ooh, tough as an interloper. Look at that. Oh my god, I didn't get any successes. Oh my god, no damage. It just impacts your armor and just like, yeah, and like the power distribution grid that's built into some sections of this scout armor you have just absorb the plasma and like the vents on the back go.
Little LED lights up.
Yeah. Right. He has got no cover because he's just standing on a platform. So he is just going to shoot at you again in the next turn. Interloper 2, it looks down at its nemesis, one of these steel killer robots that have been the only force in the universe that seems to be putting up a kind of real resistance against the interlopers. And it fires its weapon. Here we go. 4 dice, 9 up. No successes. So it misses. And I know. And it's going to try and shoot again. So it's going to move to 11. Oh, look, they're all in the same zone there. All in count 11. Barrage of plasma fire. Oh, no, he's just taking cover over there, isn't he? Right. Ed 210, it's your turn.
I move a zone from my last. It's only 1 zone, isn't it? I can move.
Yep, 1 zone.
So I hop to my left and then I jump to the right.
And what are you going to do next?
I'd like to do the time warp again. I will continue moving. I'm going to go protect. My shares in Muscorp. So.
Okay, cool. Cool. So yeah, 12. Excellent.
Yep.
Right. Let's move that around. Here we go. We are now on count 9 and Korush.
I am grabbing interloper number 1 with my spicy brain and dragging it out of cover.
Okay. So let's have a look at your
Spectral grasp.
Grasp. You're able to move, pick up, and operate items at a range of 2 zones away. Roll composure or weird. This power lasts 1 minute +1 for each success rolled on your skill test. So minutes means you won't need to really worry about the duration because combat rounds are 6 seconds. So that's fine. Moving an item action is the same as moving yourself. So you'll be able to make an opposed roll to move the creature. And I think whatever you roll, composure or weird, is what you would use.
Oh, I'm
for
rolling
the strength.
weird.
So that's what you'd use for the strength of your power. So what we need to do is an opposed roll, my might versus your weird, to see if you pull them out of cover.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, that's 3 successes on the activation roll.
Oh, blimey. So it's going to last for 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. So then roll your opposed roll.
And
Rush out edge Lord the Jock.
Got 2. You actually got 3, didn't you? Because you got a double there. So 3 successes. That's good. I got none. So the creature is suddenly hoisted unceremoniously as if from thin air. Do you have what does your spectral hand look like, Korush? Is there a visible component
it's full
to
on
it?
telekinesis. So I'm kind of just sort of reaching out with my hand and doing the whole pained psychic thing and then grabbing it. So I mean, it'll be obvious that I'm doing something.
Okay. Maybe there's like a heat haze around you kind of thing. Yeah, rather than the target.
It's not like what's his name's magnificent hand job or whatever the spell is.
Big B. Big B's
Why have I
grasping
not?
hand.
Why did I not know about this spell before?
It's the level 1 version. The
Big B's stranger.
Family show.
It's Grimhulk, man. Come on. So the creature suddenly, like marionette style, kind of jumps out of cover, its body twisting and it sort of struggling. So it won't be able to move now for 4 minutes because you've grasped it, but it'll still be able to act. So it'll still be able to shoot.
Well, I was planning on now banging it against things.
Well, that's fine. We can make another roll to see if you can club him to death against the walls in your next turn. So that will be a melee attack against him then. I assume that's what you're going to be trying to do in your next turn. Rush, because you need to declare your next action.
Oh, yes, of course I do. Is it still Spectral Grasp? Am I still melee attacking him with Weird by banging him off?
Yeah. You'll be using Weird, but it will count as
a melee attack. Yeah, that
count
works
for the
me.
count on the thing.
So that takes me to 1.
Yes, into the next round. Harrison Jacks, I believe you are firing.
Open fire again on Interloper 3. Okay, I got a 10, a 10, a 3, and a 1. So 3 successes.
Yes. So add 2 to your strength of your weapon.
All right, that's going to be 8.
9 plus.
1 on the first set of 4. And 3 on the second. So a total of 4. 4 points of damage.
Okay.
So the flechettas rake across it again.
And it kind of like, and you see like blood start to come out, like just start to seep out from between the joints of what you think a carapace or armor. You're not, you're still not 100% sure. And where it's standing, almost as if the damage you've caused, the suffering it's having, there's suddenly like an ejector of honeycomb like around its feet. From its body kind of onto nearby surfaces, kind of right.
You're a disgusting one, but let's go again. So he will again shoot at Interloper 3.
Okay. Right, move on to count 10. Grimjaw, what are you up to?
So I was moving a zone to the right, so I'll do that. What range is short? Is
It
that
is
one zone?
one zone.
One zone.
At your thrown weapon.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw this weapon at. I can't remember which one I picked up actually, but I'll throw
That
it.
dart, wasn't it? That
Oh,
had
yeah.
stuck into Ed 210.
That's the one. I'll throw it at Interloper 3. So that's.
And your head is perfectly positioned there. Okay, so your next action is going to be to throw.
Yeah, so I've moved myself to just behind Harrison.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to do something. The creature's take cover was broken, wasn't it? To where Korush was. So it would have to redeclare its action and it would want to shoot at Korush. Because Korush's method of
So you'd be in front of me then, wouldn't
yeah, I
you?
would. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
So like that.
Korush's method of psychic powers
Oh,
is not
yeah.
subtle. It's like, ah! So, going to shoot at Korush. Right. Okay. Jeff.
Subtle psychic powers are for bad guys.
This is true.
I'm going to shoot. So we go 40.
Okay, so he's dangling out in the open now. So
Might actually hit
it's
him
just
this time.
one success to hit him.
Not a 1. 1, 3, 6, and a 5.
There is a
Oh.
reroll up for grabs, 2 of them.
Yeah, there's
So I take it.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
go
do
Why
it.
not?
An 8. I hit it once, I think, right? An 8.
Yep.
Cool. So 6 d12. Lovely.
9 plus.
Come on. Oh, double 12.
Oh,
Dodeca!
Dodeca!
So that's 3, right?
Three damage. Okay,
Wicked.
cool. You are chipping parts of its carapace off. It's kind of struggling against this kind of strange. It's almost as if something has grabbed it, like invisibly.
Bigby's hand.
Yeah. And what's your net? You rolled a double on your gun. Can we have an ammo roll,
We
please?
can, of course. That's 6 d12 as well, isn't it?
Yep.
Let
Let me have a look.
That ammo.
Let me just check there.
I have been as I don't know. It's
Use a
written
number of
weapon.
dice equal to 12 minus the weapon's strength. If the roll is a failure, the weapon is out of ammo. So you need to get a 10 or more. You didn't.
Not one.
Okay.
no.
Gun's out of ammo.
Click, click.
Yeah, I had a character possibly for Jefflon. I'm going to stand between myself, the interloper, and little Korush.
Oh.
Probably, I'm going to say he's like walking out, go click, click, click. Why is this thing clicking?
So what's your next action going to be?
I don't know what that sounds like. Take cover, but it's take cover for Korush.
It would be distract. I
Distract.
think.
There we go. That's
So let's have a look.
Speed 2.
Yes.
fine. Grim check.
After him, but it will affect him for any future attacks. Okay, so where are we? Just getting to those extra actions. There we go. So let's move round. We are now on count 11, and Interloper 3 is about to shoot at Ed 210. 1, 2, 3 zones away. His weapon has got extreme range because they like to kill from afar. And it will therefore shoot you.
Bring it.
4 dice, 9 plus. Oh, 2 successes. Look at that. Right, so add 1 to my weapon strength. So I now got 7 dice. What's your toughness at 210?
My toughness is 9, but then I have battle armor, which is +3, so is it 12?
Is that not added on already?
I don't think so. So my toughness is worked out with my vigor and my. Hang on. What's toughness again?
It is 4 plus your vigor.
Which is 5, so 9, and then I've got
Okay.
battle armor on top of that as well.
Oh, yeah. So you are 12.
So, yeah. So
Okay, blimey.
you need Dodecas to hurt me.
I rolled 1. Yeah, but nothing else. So 1 point of damage.
Okie dokie.
Not that I'm an adversarial GM in this at all. He's going to shoot again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then interloper. Oh no, that was the wrong one. Sorry, let me move. Go over there. He was going to do that action. Interloper 3 is going to shoot at Grimjaw, I think, who's running headlong, moving towards with some dangerous small sharp implement. Is it a fork or a who knows? So 4 dice to hit you, 9+.
A rugby ball is here.
2 successes, 9 and 11. So I'm rolling 8 dice for damage. No, 7 dice for damage. Sorry.
My evasion is 11, by the way.
What's your toughness?
11.
Your toughness is 11.
Yeah, my evasion and my toughness are 11.
Wow. Okay, 1 point of damage. I rolled a Dodeca.
Dodeca. Take a damage.
Cool. Okay. And then they will shoot again. I just did them out of
7.
sequence.
I feel like I've made a huge mistake.
Right. We move into the hot zone.
I
Count
dream of
12.
being able to claim a 7 for toughness.
That's why I'm standing in front of you.
Everybody's in the same zone. So Ed 210. What were you doing this round?
I was running, so from just full sprint at this thing in the darkness that now Jefflon's clicking at. Run past Korush, run past Jefflon. It's like, rah!
Okay, cool.
And then I am going to ready because if I ready a weapon in this zone,
Hey, you already had your spike, didn't you? You tore it off the thing.
Bits of stuff. So I'm running at it with a weapon. I think the only thing I can do is move, and then I can charge it next turn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move again. So I'm just hurling myself forward at this thing.
Yep. Okie doke. Harrison's next then.
Once again, fires off at Interloper 3.
Cool.
1 success.
Okay, well that's a hit. So roll your weapon strength against 9+.
Against 9+, I got a 11, 9, 10, 11, 11, and 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of damage.
Oh, blimey. 5 points of damage. Nice. You are now blowing full chunks out of this creature. It is tearing apart. Blood is coming out. And this, wherever its blood kind of settles, this honeycomb structure is growing up behind it. And it's kind of screaming and screeching.
And shockingly enough,
I'm going to shoot again.
I'm going to shoot it again.
Well, this is all in the space of like 6 seconds. You just stand there going, and you're like trying not to get hit at the same time. Right. Interloper 1 is then going to shoot at Korush. That's what it was trying to do. And unfortunately, Jefflon, you act just after it to distract it.
Hey.
But any future shooting,
It shouldn't need much more than 1 shot.
well, remember, you can't kill someone in one. You
It's
can't
true.
go from vitality into wounds in one attack.
Is it piercing damage?
No.
Good.
No. Okay, right. So it's going to shoot at you, and I've got 4 dice. I need 9s or more. Oh, I got 1. 1. So that's 6 dice. And what's your toughness?
7 with armor.
Oh, okay. 7s. Okay. Take 4 points of damage.
And does that come from
Vitality.
vitality? Oh, I've got to spend the vitality for my psychic powerness as well. How much damage? 4.
Yeah.
Down 5. How much do you have?
Have you got any left?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I thought you had good vitality because your vitality was slightly better, wasn't it? Because it had your psyche in there. and
I've got a
stuff, so-
vitality of 9. And
Okay.
I've lost 8 of them.
Ouch.
Oh, did you not? No, hang on. You sat around for an hour. Remember, we did a
Oh, did we
retcon at the end of
recover
the last
that?
session.
Yeah,
You recovered
Oh,
one.
okay. Sorry. So yeah, we
recovered
recovered the original 3. Oof. That was a bit of a
Oh, good.
worry.
I'm not as badly damaged as I thought.
Let's
then.
see. 10 minutes of you would have got back your vitality. So that'd
Okay,
be fine.
splendid.
Do we recover any peril then from?
Peril, you have to sit around for an
That's
hour.
an overnighter.
No, recovering Here we go.
It's a short rest for
Losing
vitality
peril.
and a long rest for peril.
Yeah, I think
Natural way to recover one peril is to be in a safe environment in either light or dim light and rest for 30 minutes.
I think we were somewhere for an hour, weren't we? So we got
Yeah,
rid of
so
that
you
original
remove
peril.
two peril.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
So we're just on one
Unless
peril, I think.
not
right
the
now.
peril you just got.
No,
Yeah,
not the peril just got. So we should be on one
Yeah.
peril, I think.
Not the peril you're looking for.
yeah. Okay, cool. So that was Interloper 1. Just shot Korush. It had a little excited insectoid at that attack. And it's going to try again. 1, 2, 3. It realizes it's in some sort of psychic grip, and all it can do is to try and kill the thing that is doing it. Otherwise, it's going to die. Right, Jefflon, you now bravely step in the way to distract the creature. Let's have a might or manipulate roll as you shout, throw things, or wave your weapon at the target.
Okay.
Difficulty equals the range to the target. So basically, you need to get one success because it's one zone away. Basically, it's harder to distract someone from further away.
What's the success criteria? It's
You need one on might or manipulate, whichever is better for you.
No, I got 2 7s, and 10 was my manipulate.
Okay, so you failed. So it's not concerned by you. Your weapon is out, and it doesn't even look at you. Well, you can't tell what it's looking at. It's got this weird, multifaceted bug eyes on the top there. So what's your next action going to be, Jefflon?
No, I came here to lead, not to read, so I'm going to throw my Glock at it.
Okay, so you're going to make a thrown weapon attack.
100%, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I
Cool.
love
So
it.
that's
Kill it.
a 2. That's a 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
Why haven't I been doing this whole time?
Well, you can only throw it one zone, so and you've only got one Glock. Okay, cool. So that's you, right? Grimjaw.
I'm going to throw this dart like a rugby ball at this interloper.
Siren.
So it's a might roll, I think, isn't it? For
Yep.
throwing.
Might is the skill for throwing.
Keep that, and I'll use this point of luck to reroll these.
Okay.
Ooh, tasty. Dodeca and double 11.
Oh.
So
Oh.
that's 4 successes. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Yeah, 4 successes.
Yep.
A
So
rugby
3
ball
extra.
made of concrete.
3 extra. So that's strength 7 for a thrown weapon.
Yeah, with your 3 added on, yeah.
What am I trying to hit?
9s.
I got 5 successes, 2 10s, a 12, and a 9.
Whoa. Okay. So you've run down the corridor and you pull out this thing. And you can see that it's actually got a bit of Ed 210's sharp carapace still on it, which makes it even more deadly. And you hurl it at the creature and it goes through its throat, tearing out most of its neck, blood and the honeycomb structure building all over itself. And you can see that it was reaching for some sort of device on its belt. And as its body collapses, the honeycomb structure consumes the body.
Ooh.
Kind of, it will consume the body in a full round.
Well, I know
You
it's
have-
not right, but I'm genuinely considering eating some of that stuff.
So in a full round, which one was that? Interloper 3. I'll move him into the just outside. So if we get back round to there, his body will decay. So someone may have the opportunity to go and have a look at it before it
Ooh.
does.
I-
That's
I
more what
love
I'm
the fact
signifying
that
there.
Harrison is like doing all these kind of like smoking guns, like pistol shots at it, blowing chunks of it, and then it dies to a dart to the head. It's like kill steel, bunk.
Freaking lawn dart to the face.
Yeah, 180. Okay, what's your next action going to be, Grimjaw?
So I could see I saw it reaching for its belt, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm too curious not to go and walk over what that is. So I'm going to move a zone
your face.
into the Well, I'm going to declare moving a zone into its zone.
Okay, sure. So that's a
and you get to
4
go sit
count.
next to me.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, right behind him. There we go.
Cool. Okay, so let's move around and we'll get round to Korush.
Can I use extra vitality to like turbocharge my psychic power, try and rip it in half? Or am I just
No.
bouncing it off of things?
No, you can use a point of vitality to get the last success that you need.
Okay. No worries. I'll smash it about then
Okay,
with my
cool.
mind.
So let's
So
have
holding
a-
on to it, I'm just going to sort of smash it into the floor and the ceiling a couple of times.
Okay, cool. Puny interloper.
Could you dare to strike the maker of holes? So it's weird.
Yep.
I like weird. 3 successes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So we're going to say it's just the base strength of the damage will be your weird as well.
Okay, that's 4.
With 3 successes, that's +2. So that will be 6 strength to roll against this 9 plus toughness for damage.
Mm.
Oh, nice. 3 10s, which is actually 5 successes.
Nice.
So you do 5 points of damage to it. And you bash it against the wall, the ceiling, the floor, and as you can hear cracks and snaps and strange noises. And wherever its blood hits the chamber, this honeycomb stuff starts to kind of spread out, and you can tell that it's now hurt. Cool. What are you going to do
Shortly.
next, Korush?
Next, I think I'm going to try and crush it with my
Okay.
mind. So I've still got the power active. So
Yep.
what's that? Melee attack again?
Yes. Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Cool. Okay. So then we move round to here, an interloper 2. Interloper 2 is still looking down on the area and sort of looking at who's what. And seeing Grimjaw kill this creature, turns to fire at Grimjaw.
How dare you?
Okay, so 4 dice. 5, 6, 7, 8. No 9s. Misses. Plasma blast. It's going to do the same thing again.
Mm-hmm.
There. Okay, Jefflon, you are next.
I'm going to scream, "Don't ignore me!" and just throw the Glock.
Okay, cool. I will not be ignored.
Is it a might roll?
Yes, it is. Yeah, we're going to treat this just as a base thrown weapon with no features or flaws.
And do I have to get a success before I can spend a vitality or can I spend a vitality to get automatic success?
Well, in effect, that's what you'll do, but roll and see what you get. And if you need a success, you can spend a vitality to get it.
I hit it. I've done it. I hit it.
Cool.
That's 1 success.
Okay, so you hit. Right, so it's strength 4. So you roll 4 dice, and you want to get a 9 plus to hurt it. It's going to murder it with...
I got a
I
9.
rolled 4 12s. You got a 9. Okay, point of damage. Right. Okay, so your gun flies across the room, and you hit, smacks it on the head, and it's like, and you see blood come out.
Yeah, it's not ignoring you. It just can't move.
Yeah. So what are you going to do
never been
next?
ignored before. I'm going to reach for my gun, realize it's not there, and consequences.
Finger guns it.
Yeah, I'd probably take cover, I suppose. Yeah, I'd go take cover somewhere. Is there cover here? There's no cover.
You can
probably.
get cover at the doorway.
Actually, no. I'm just gonna run at this thing and box it in the head.
Okay, so you're going to move into its zone.
Yeah, that's my next.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my next move. Sorry. So that's
Okay.
Move is
4.
4, is it?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. There we go.
Cool. Okay, we move around to count 3, and we have Harrison Jacks.
Harrison nods at Grimjaw as he goes by, swivels, points up at Interloper 2, and opens fire.
Cool.
Okay, I got an 11, a 9, a 3, and a 4, so 2 successes.
Cool. That's 1 more than you need. So strength 7 shot.
A 12, a 9, a 9, 11, and a 2 on the first. So that's 1, 2.
That was 7 on that roll.
And a 4. So, okay, 7.
7 successes. Wow. Okay. You turn around and just like, and it's like, it's looking over there and it's like big eyes turn towards you. And you've starting to, that was shock. And it takes it in the side. It's like
Right up the
outer layers.
nostrils.
Harrison gives it a slight nod, and he's just like, all right, let's go.
Same again for next action.
Oh, yeah, he's going to fire again. Oh, wrong guy. 1, 2, 3.
Cool. Right. Interloper 1 is going to shoot at Korush. Here we go.
Ben, I did throw a pistol out. It's trying.
Good.
Oh, it's fine. I
And then he ran at it like this.
Probably another hit.
I got 1 success.
Ooh.
Okay,
So, and your toughness is what? Sorry, 7.
7.
Oh man, that was terrible. 2 points of damage.
That's vitality damage.
Yep. I'm thinking of adding talents to this in advanced Dodeca, and things like brutal strike, where you can spend a vitality to push your damage through into a character's wounds.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Things like saving yourself, where saving your energy or something, where you can opt to take damage on your wounds instead of your vitality. It's little things with all the rules. I'm thinking there's a little step around it, and I could make that into a talent
because
going
that
to
then
the
gives
game.
you the option for blood magic. I'm not spending
Yeah,
my
yeah.
vitality.
Maybe
I'm
it's called-
spending my heart's blood.
Maybe it's called blood magic. Then you can have one called blood magic, where you can spend your wounds instead of vitality for powers, but it costs 1 more. There's got to be like a downside to spend a vitality to reduce your action speed by 1. You could be like swift. So I've got all these ideas for.
I mean, to be
advanced
fair, I've only
Dodeca.
got 4 wounds and I've got 9 vitality, so I'm not going to
Sure,
be
sure.
lining up to do blood
But at this
magic.
stage, if I said, right, you take 2 damage, you might go, I'm going to take that on my wounds because I've only got 2 vitality left and I want to do a death ray or whatever. Okay. Did I just do interloper?
That was
Yes, I did.
interloper 1.
That was. It's good. It's still going to try and shoot Korush because it's just the thing that makes the most sense to it. This thing is killing him. So it's going to fire at you again. So count 6 is racking up with a few people. Right. Ed 210.
I
If to
continue
count 6.
the fascinating combat of moving one's
Oh,
By the time I get there, it'll be dead already. But
are you charging it?
I can't because I was one zone.
No, you've just moved that. Your last action was to move into its
Oh,
zone.
yeah. So next, this action, I'm going to charge it.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Grimjaw, you've now
I
moved,
into
haven't you?
zone, yeah.
Yep.
I would like to acquire the belt.
So you want to take a complex interaction to search the body.
I do.
Okay. So move at 5.
1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just behind Ed again.
Cool.
That's me done.
Okie dokie. On to the next count. And we have Korush.
It's brain crushing time. Brain crush.
Here we go.
3 successes to brain crush it.
Okay. So your weird is 4. You got 2 more
Yes.
than you need, so it's strength 6 damage against 9 plus.
Two successes and a double is 3
Yeah.
successes, isn't it?
3. Yep. So 3 points of damage. You bash it against the wall. You slam it. Yeah. Oh, sorry. You start squeezing it. You guys can all see as if invisible fingers are crushing it and like parts of its body falling in on itself.
Try and get a nice like squitty spray all over ED 210.
Yeah. As you walk in, you get a squirt of honeycomb across your body.
Just what I wanted after running. Full tilt spray in the face.
I appreciate the rescue.
Korush, what are you doing next? You can do another melee attack against it?
It's dead, isn't it?
No. It's
No?
not dead.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
well, then,
no.
damn
It's dead.
Skippy, it's another melee attack against it.
It's dead. If you trust me, it's dead.
I thought I killed that.
I'm gonna get
I'm a little bit
discussion
disappointed in myself.
Remember, the damage doesn't lap over onto
Yeah.
wounds, but it was wounded. But they're quite tough. These are
Yeah, I'm a little bit
um,
disappointed in myself. I felt like
they
I've let the
fear
side
that-
down.
they appear to be capable opponents.
At least
Okay.
you give me something to do by not. I've not
Next is
sprinted all this way for nothing.
Interloper 2, who's going to fire at at Harrison. They're going to
Sure.
exchange fire. Oh no, I said he's firing at Grimjaw, didn't I? So he's firing at Grimjaw. His next action will be to turn and fire on Harrison because he's been shot by Harrison. Oh, that's 2 successes to hit Grimjaw. So
Mhm.
that's 7 dice. And your toughness is
11.
you guys. Like, yeah, we're the Warriors. 11, 12,
Yeah.
11. Great. Oh, hello. I rolled 2 11s. Look at that. So that's 3 damage.
How dare you scratch my vitality?
On your vitality. Okay. Its next action will be to shoot Harrison.
Yeah, I figured.
They get
Okay.
to its next action first.
So we'll move round to we'll probably end the session just after this combat. And I feel like we're getting close to the end.
Mhm.
It's now Jefflon's go. So Jefflon, you were moving into the zone, weren't you?
Whee! Yeah, send it in
Okay.
the zone. And I'm
So you're going to charge it.
yeah, just going in with the boot.
So that's speed 5. So you better, because you have to engage people in your zone to fight them.
That's
But it's,
miles up. Oh, can I change? Can I move into the zone and just throw a data device at it?
Sure.
I'm working my way through my inventory.
Sure.
So that's
Throw
a
a 10
3.
foot
with it.
pole at it.
That's a 2
Javelin.
thrown
A two.
weapon
Oh.
attack.
There we go. Yeah.
I think next one over. I think.
Oh, next one. Sorry, I forgot where
Yeah,
I started.
it's all right.
Yeah, there you
It's all right. It's all right. Okay.
Maybe don't throw the
um,
expensive electronics.
go.
This is
I already
iPad
traded my
12.
harmonica. So.
Right. Okay. Harrison, you're up next.
Harrison again. Locks down on his target. And I'm going to use the second reroll that Onamichi gave me. Thank you, Onamichi. That was terrible. That was a 3 1s and a 3. That was
Ooh.
ugly. Better. I got an 11, a 9, and an 8. So that's 3 successes.
Okay. So +2 to your weapon strength.
Oh, that's crap. 10, 10, 8, and an 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 points of damage.
Again, you see this creature start to bleed, and it's parts of its armor cracking, and this honeycomb stuff spilling out everywhere.
Why don't you just die?
It's now turning towards you with its kind of big blaster.
He's like, damn.
What's your next action going to be, Harrison? Shoot him?
Shockingly enough, Harrison is going to He's going to shoot him.
Cool. Okay. Interloper 1 is going to try and shoot Korush again. Like everyone's like a data device is about to bounce off his head, but it's plasma
He's
cannon.
smushed up in his tiny little. Ew.
He fails. Just the general distraction of a giant killer robot and like a businessman sort of flapping towards him. The juxtaposition of those two enemies is too much for him. But he's also going to jump in for a bit of round 9 action with another shot. So then we move along, and Interloper 2 is now going to shoot at Harrison. So here we go. Let's roll.
Get tank, get.
Oh, that's 3 successes to hit.
That makes me sad, but okay.
So that's 8 dice, and your toughness is 11.
9.
Oh,
9.
okay.
I wish it was 11. We can say it's 11 if you want.
Oh, 3 damage.
Okay.
There we go.
That's okay.
Don't forget, if your vitality hits 0, you instantly gain 4 peril.
I know I live next door to the lake of shit, and cleanliness isn't exactly my strong suit, but I do have a trauma pack.
That's nice. I was at 10 vitality, so I'm still doing okay. I'm down.
Oh, okay. Okay, fine. Okay.
My first time hit.
Oh, it's the first. Okay, and next is Jefflon. You're throwing your data device. A wicked whip.
It's might again, is it?
It is might, yes.
Right, ready for me.
Oh my god, he rolled 2 11s and a 12.
12.
That's 4 successes. Now, this isn't a standard throwing weapon. Yeah. So I was going to say it was a strength 1 attack. You got 4 successes. So that's 3 more than you needed. So now it's strength 4. So roll 4 dice and get 9 plus. It's like got him in the eye. It's like or the groin, one of the two.
Oh, 2 11s.
2 damage.
Oh,
so
3
3
right?
damage.
'Cause it's
Yeah.
3 damage.
Yep. Okay, you hit it, and it's like blood. Like the thing as it bounces off and falls to the floor, it's encrusted in this honeycomb as it kind of splats on the floor. What's your next action going to be?
I would like to throw a small container.
Is it the purified water?
It's just the one I have in my traveler's kit.
Okay. I thought you were going to say one you had in your trousers for a minute. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just getting a read of the character. Okay. Right. And then we get into the thing. And the thudding feet of Ed 210 have carried him all the way from his landing point into hand-to-hand combat with Interloper 1. And he's brandishing a cruel-looking, savage, rusted piece of stanchion.
Finally gonna do something. Gonna smash it in the face.
Go for it.
So roll 5d12. That's not right.
No, you put a space between the 5 and the D.
You do need to put. No, you don't put a space.
Don't put a space.
But
Ooh.
1, 2, 3 successes.
Wow, nice. Okay, so that's 2 more than you needed. So add 2 to your... What's your weapon damage, by the way? Strength is 10, isn't it?
It's 7, I think.
7.
It's hefty, if that makes any difference. I think that just means I can roll my might with it.
Ah, yes. Okay, yeah.
So strength 7, so
Yep.
extra 2,
Plus-
so strength 9.
9 dice.
3, 4,
Yep.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I need 9s.
Yes.
So roll 9d12. 1, 2, 3, 3 successes, but there is a triple as well. So
Yep,
4
so that's another
successes.
2. So that's 5 damage.
5 damage.
So you come charging down the platform, all this stuff going on around you, and the thing in front of you, and you run up and you just go through its body, and blood and honeycomb come all the way down your arm, and it it dies, and you can see its body. You can see its body still held in this. You don't know how it's like floating in the air. Maybe they can fly. This honeycomb is starting to form around the edges and the wounds and starting to cover around its body. So Interloper 1 is decaying. It's almost like without their life force to power them, the universe is like breaking them down. Okay.
I really like the declared action function because that means that there is a plastic box is going to bounce off this guy after he dies.
I declared the wrong thing for Interloper 2. He's actually going to I'm going to stay there though. He's going to use effectively ready a weapon. He's going to use something.
I don't like the sound of that.
He's going turbo mode.
Or he's going predator.
So
I'll nuke them all mode.
Ed 210, what is your next?
I don't think there's any point. By the time I get anywhere to do anything, it'll be dead already.
Take cover.
Take cover.
Take cover.
Ready my laser pistol because I've got some range there.
Okay, cool. Yep. So that's a 2 count.
I will do that then. 1, 2.
Just after Interloper 2. Okay, Grimjaw, what are you up to? Oh, you're searching the body.
I'm doing combat interaction, search the body, take belt.
So there is a something. It's not actually like a device. It's built into the creature's body. It's at its waist. It looks to you. It looked like it was reaching for something out of its belt, but it actually seems to be like as you're teasing it and looking at it over this 5 count of the round, the last few seconds, you're like, this thing has got like biomechanical, electronic components. It's built into the creature's body, and this it seems like there's the same glow of power that there is in the plasma sac at its elbow. Which, looking sidelong at it, you think, might better remove that before it all decays. Who knows?
Can I cut these things off the creature so they don't disappear? Or
you can try. You can cut them off and see if they don't disappear.
Yeah. I'll. So I've got a small device and I've got the big cannon. So
you think the maybe the cannon itself because it's damaged, but the sack looks almost like it's like inserted and joined with the body into like an aperture.
Okay. I'm going to try and carve them out, and then if whatever I can fit into this, because I've got this small jar with like the honeycomb inside it.
Yep.
I'll try and fit whatever I can. Like
the embedded device, you better stick in there.
Yeah. So I'll get the embedded device in the container, and we're carving out the.
That will be another 5 count.
Yeah, I'll do that. 5.
That's when its body will decay. Right, next is Korush. The creature is dead and decaying, but you are aware that there is another one in the chamber that can see you.
I am going to yeet the first one at the second one because I've still got hold of it with my psychic power. I've just got this.
Yeah, I don't think you can throw him that far.
I don't have to throw him. I'm just going to like bounce it off of him. Maybe see if I can knock him off the platform that he's on.
I mean, I don't think you better throw the body of
I see what you mean.
one
Yeah,
that
because I've
far
only
to
got a range
2.
of 2 squares.
Yeah.
And I'm the. Oh.
You could move it 2 squares.
Well, all right, I will start to move it then. So I'll move it to the square that I'm on.
Okay.
Ready
So that
to move
will
it.
Be a just a move. That'll be a move count. Be a 4. Okay, cool. Harrison.
Harrison looks around, sees if anybody's coming to help him.
No.
Sighs. All right. It shoots again.
Okay, cool. Go for it.
Okay, an 8, an 11, and a 9, and a 1, so 3 successes.
Nice.
7, 8, 3, 4, 6. Okay, 2 successes on the first 6, and no successes. Okay, 2.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so you injure the creature, and I assume you're going to be shooting again next turn.
Unsurprisingly, Harrison is going to keep up the punishment.
Sure. Awesome. Right. Next is Jefflon. We move around to count 10.
Yeah, can I pick up my Glock? I am where it was now.
Yeah, you can. You can, and yeah, that's like readying a weapon. That's just like a 2.
Okay, so that's my next move because I just threw a plastic box as it was being pulled away from me by psychic powers.
yeah, it's like
Tupperware bounces off it.
Okay. We'll
Probably
move around
eaten
to
all
the
the raisins
next
out of
count,
it.
and the creature pushes a button on its waist, and it's almost like an emergency recall. There's a sudden snap behind him as a smaller and less comfortable looking tear opens up directly behind him, and the creature is sucked backwards, limbs sticking out in front of it, backwards through the tear in reality, and back to its own dimension. You've all heard that sometimes these creatures appear and disappear. They obviously have some sort of way back to their own universe. And the one thing they fear is dying in battle. They don't want to be overcome. So they either corrode the bodies or call themselves back to the thing. And that ends the time sensitive elements of combat.
The space wasps.
Well, they weren't like flying. They were bipedal insectoid creatures. So
Don't come back.
the
You guys
other
see-
ones start to decay. What's Jefflon up to?
Eating a biscuit. Did you guys see when I killed that one with a Tupperware? That was me.
As I'm cleaning bug juice off like bits of metal, like, yes, well done, Avatar of War.
Yeah, at this point, Harrison looks down at Jefflon and starts to seriously reconsider the Avatar of War concept.
Everything I lay my hands on is a weapon.
Excellent.
Data device. I don't even know what it does.
That was a cool combat. I think, though, it's quite late. So what we're going to do is we're going to end our session there with you victorious against the interlopers, having restarted the Skyblades, and you are therefore aided the Fisher clan and can move on to the next area. So thank you very much, guys, for that.
Completed.
Putting
Note down trying to
Dodeca.
get this stuff on its body before it disappears.
You can get the button off of its
Yeah.
body and into the jar, and that
Yeah.
seems to maintain it.
Okay.
Yep.
There you go.
Cool. I think we can all have a think about for next time your journey. So we've done a couple of sessions now, and we can all pick something cool that we've done that represents increasing a skill. And we can have a chat about that offline on Discord and at the beginning of the next session. So your journeys start to expand. I think that'd be cool to show off the narrative experience system. But once again, thank you guys. Thank you everyone for watching. That was a great session. Lots of fun. I'm enjoying fleshing out this weird post-apocalyptic Space Hulk world. So it's cool. Please don't forget to go and check out all our social media. All of our links are below in the about if you're watching on Twitch, and in the video description if you're watching on YouTube. If you are on YouTube, join us on Twitch. And if you have been with us here on Twitch, please don't forget to go and check out the video on YouTube 24 plus hours from now. Also, tomorrow we have Once Upon a Time in the Old World, our Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th edition actual play game, which is great. It's up to episode 4 now of season 2. Storming along, action-packed, and lots of fun. Jim's awesome NPCs are just, well, awesome. What can I say? Then on Thursday, we have more Star Trek adventures where Millie is putting us through our Starfleet paces. And we've got some interesting characters, Klingons with cybernetic arms and Trills who want to take over the ship and all kinds of
I don't
stuff.
want to take over the ship. I want my own ship.
Okay.
Maybe this one.
And then Thursday night in America, we've got Delta Green Visid, episode 2. I haven't caught up with the first episode yet. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm going to make sure I'm in a safe space before I watch it because I understand that it may mess with your mind. So
just a wee bit.
There is an advisory warning on the front of that show, but for good reason. It's awesome. It's mind melting and lots of creepy fun.
And all the characters hate one another, and that's very entertaining as well.
Awesome, great. And then on Friday, Ben,
it's back to Ren Space for more Traveller. There's been a murder. Dun, dun, dun. And somebody's blown the back hatch off of their brand new ship and stolen Pat's fighter.
What?
I know.
Oh dear. That is painful. That is painful. Cool. So that's the rest of the week on Garblag Games. We'll be back next week for even more fun and a bit more Grimhulk on Tuesday. So that'll be the whole week round. Also, don't forget to go and check out our Patreon. We've got loads of cool stuff on there, loads of free stuff. There's loads of tiers where you get different levels of engagement. I'm just starting a West Marches Pathfinder 2 game with some of the patrons of our higher tiers who we reward for their awesome support with Gaming with a Garblag, where we play a game with them once a month. And there'll be a long-running campaign on the Discord talking about some new hex crawl rules I want to come up with for Pathfinder around a mechanism called work and you being able to build structures and things. So there's going to be a little outpost and the characters will be going out from there, all that kind of stuff. So there's loads of cool things going on. Check that out. And also come and join us on our Discord. We've got over 500 people chatting about role-playing games, movies, books, all kinds of stuff on there. So it's a great community. And so please do join us. Thanks for watching.
Days on Descendants of Darkness on Backerkit. If you want to get that, now's the time to do it before it vanishes forever until I put it up on drive-through in a couple of weeks.
Cool. Right. Well, thanks very much. We've been Garblag Games. Stay safe and happy gaming.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.